What is up, Virgo? How are you guys doing? It is time for your weekly check-in. We gonna see how these energies are looking for you guys in the second week of March. March week 2. I'm trying to double check my audio here. Okay, cool. Been having a lot of audio problems here lately. I can't count how many readings I've had to redo. Remember the other night when I was doing my all signs, it was muted. So I got to double check my audio until we get this issue straightened out. All right. March week 2 for Virgo. If any of you are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. Everybody loves them general personal readings, man. Everybody loves them general readings. Probably just because they're so diddly dirt cheap. But they are very efficient and to the point. If you don't want to, you don't have to tell me your whole life story. You're more than welcome to in the details section, but you don't have to. All you really got to do is click what you want me to read, and I do the rest. I do offer a lot more than just that. And you can read up on everything else I have to offer on my website. The link is in the description. Oh, also, y'all, tonight is the last night that I'm running my course on attracting your divine life partner. Tomorrow morning, March 4th, or not 4th, March 1st, as soon as we get up tomorrow morning, we're turning that off. I do not know when we're bringing it back. We don't plan that stuff. We just do it on the fly, depending on what's going on. So, all right, let's see how these energies are looking between Virgo and the person they're dealing with. How these energies looking. Three more shuffles, three more. One, two, and three. Oh, straight out the gate. Damn, dog. It looks like some kind of drama. Some kind of goddamn drama. But you see, that comes out, and look, because we got this right here. Three of Wands, Fool reversed. Kind of indicates to me that this person's waiting on you to come forward. You know what, though? I think this is the reason why. I think they're waiting on you to come forward. Not only are they waiting on you, but they are very confident that you are going to come forward. And it doesn't look like they're waiting with open arms. Let's put it like that. Not waiting with open arms. They're waiting with their guard up, ready for battle. Why? I don't know. Now I know some of you have taken a trip around this merry-go-round a few times with this person, meaning some of you have been on and off. Maybe that's why they're so confident that you're going to come forward. But according to this, that ain't happening. This tells me you walking away and you done, son. Done, son. Dun 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 dun, son. And hey, especially for those of you who have been on and off, fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. I like that. See, whenever I have, when I, because I learn a lot from you guys. You know that, right? A huge chunk of the way my knowledge and wisdom grows and evolves, I learn from you guys. When I have a client on a Zoom call, every time I get a client dealing with an on and off connection, I'll ask them a few questions. So, number one, what is the average period of time that you spend on? Then what is the average time you spend off before you get back together? Who is the one who usually initiates the breakup? Who is the one who usually initiates the reconciliation attempt? 90% of the time, there's a pattern as far as those things go. For example, usually we're on for no more than 6 months, and then we're off for no more than 3 months. I'm usually the one that ends it. He's the one who comes back every time. And it's like, oh, okay. So what that means is when you end it, you know that within a 3 month time period, they're going to come back because that's what works. They keep doing it over and over and over, and it keeps working over and over and over. So they're going to keep doing it. Now, you're going to have to change the game on them a little bit, especially if you're the one that keeps coming back. Oh, especially when you're the one that keeps coming back. Oh, they are. They already know in their mind that you coming forward. They already know. They're just sitting there waiting patiently. But once that time block crosses that line, whether it's on a conscious level or an unconscious level, they're gonna feel that and they're gonna realize, oh shit, maybe you really have had enough of my bullshit. I think again, I know not all of you have been on and off, but regardless, I think it's starting to sink in. I think it's starting to sink in. They're realizing that you ain't playing their fucking stupid little game no more, dude. Let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. What are their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Ooh, that one's yelling at me. Are you surprised to see that dude right there? I ain't. Uh, and I don't really think I'm telling you a whole lot that you don't already know. I don't think so. This person is a sneaky, deceitful, lying, smoke blowing, conniving ass little sack of shit. And it's like I don't know, this is the kind of person that it's almost like they're addicted to drama, you know? I know that sounds so cliche, but there's people out there that if things start getting too peaceful, they get like restless. They don't know what to do, they don't know how to function. Maybe they grew up in a really fucking traumatic household where it was nothing but drama and arguments and fights all the time, and that shit bleeds over into regular everyday life. So when things get too happy and calm and peaceful, they can start getting nervous, and they have to fight about something. This person's very defensive, very, very, very defensive, and completely ignoring the truth about the whole situation, too, by the way. So for those of you wondering, if this person regrets what they did or regrets what they said or has been having second thoughts or had a wake up call, this person doesn't even see an issue with their own actions. And when you don't see an issue with your own actions, let me ask you this. If I tell you I don't like something about you and you don't see an issue with it, are you going to change just because I don't like it? Fuck no, you ain't. No, you ain't. Oh, you don't like that about me? Well, you can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing wrong with the way I'm doing things. If I don't see an issue with my actions, you can kiss my ass. So if they don't even see an issue with their own actions, they ain't changing nothing. They ain't changing nothing. Okay. Whew, let me clear the air, y'all. Let me clear the air. Boop, boop, be doo doo. All right. I don't think there's a lot you don't know about this person. And here's the thing, I always struggle. You know that I like to come up with ways of explaining things. I like coming up with original analogies. That's my favorite part about my job. But when it comes to that energy right there, I struggle to put words to it. I struggle to put words to that kind of person that is just so lost in here that they're just like addicted to drama, addicted to chaos. I don't know any other word to describe it. Anyway, and it's just draining me trying to figure out how to do it. Let's get some advice here, man. Let's get some advice. If you do end up in communication with this person, keep them at a very safe, healthy arm's distance. Ooh, and there's the Virgo card as the overall energy. You know what that means, right? That means the universe has put you on this path for a reason. For a reason. See, the hermit, a lot of people misunderstand the hermit. A lot of people think that the hermit is somebody that's just isolated away from everyone. No, 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 no. The hermit knows when it's important to get away from the noise. Everybody, leave me alone. Let me go do my thing. And the hermit leaves the city and goes into the mountains and meditates and reflects and starts extracting wisdom, figuring out a game plan as to how he's going to integrate that wisdom into his life. And when he gets his thoughts together, and he's got all of his shit straightened out, then he goes back into the city. So the universe puts you on this path for a reason, to give you the chance to process and release as much of this energy as possible, because you got a life partner waiting on you out there. I've been telling everybody this at least 2 months now. You got a life partner waiting on you out there, but you have to be in vibrational alignment. It's not as simple as walk away from this person and you'll meet your person, or go to this place on this day and you'll meet your person. It doesn't work like that. If you're not in vibrational alignment, I could give you your person's name and address and you could go knock on their door. The two of you wouldn't even fucking like each other. Wouldn't even be able to hold a conversation. So I would trust the path that the universe puts you on. Make your number one priority healing from and releasing this energy. Don't think about nothing else. Don't worry about nothing else. Focus on what kind of person you're becoming. You got a life partner waiting on you out there. All right. Well, let's see how things are looking with your love interest. How things looking with Virgo and they love interest. Cuh. That word's about out of style now, isn't it? Cuh. All right. Well, we got that King of Cups, Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay. Well, I do kind of feel like a love offer is being made. I don't know. We got this Two of Wands right here. Two of Wands is one of the cards of being indecisive. So maybe somebody is contemplating whether or not to extend or accept a love offer. And maybe you're starting to suspect a third party. And I say it that way very carefully because the first spread is a general overview and it's mainly your perspective. Or maybe there is a third party. Maybe you know all about it. I don't know. But you're at least suspecting a third party, probably a past person. And Nine of Swords. So quite a bit of nervousness, horrible communication. Well, some of you dealing with a Leo. Who else do I got here? Just Leo. That's it. Anyway, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, man. Pisces season, Mercury retrograde. I don't know about anybody else, but so far this Mercury retrograde has been smooth, dude. Usually I am on my ass so bogged the fuck down. And it's usually, from what I hear, people who have a heavy Virgo influence, right? I have moon and rising in Virgo. Very heavy Virgo influence. Mercury normally fucks my world up when it starts spinning backwards. This one, so far, I've noticed more technological issues than anything. But energetically, I feel better than I've ever felt during a retrograde. I don't know. Let's see how this person feels about you. That is one thing that suffers, though, is connections with other people, relationships, even, and especially trying to meet or connect with someone new. That'll really struggle. Let's see how you feel about you, though. What's their truest feelings, energies, and intentions? They don't want to jump in head first willy nilly. Why not? Why not? Why they don't want to jump in willy nilly? Past vibrational baggage. Okay, so they're playing it off. They are, no, okay. I think this person has serious trust issues and a fear of being hurt. So I don't think that this person's fuckery is coming from a bad place. Now, this doesn't excuse shitty behavior, but it's going to be up to you, knowing their intentions as to what you're going to put up with and what you're not. I wouldn't say it's coming from a bad place. I don't think so. I think it's coming from trust issues they haven't healed from. And you know my stance on it. If you got trust issues so bad like that, you ain't got no business fucking with nobody. Unless you're transparent about it from the beginning, you know? Sexual connection. Hey, that's cool, man. I've been there. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. My little 19, 20-year-old ass get heartbroken. And I'm so heartbroken, I can't even think about dating nobody else. All I want to do is play around and play the field and play games and have fun. I was open about that. I'd straight up tell you, I ain't trying to have no relationship. Just need me some cheeks to clap. That's all I'm looking for. Are you cool with that? But these people who, they have these trust issues and they're still so scarred and hurt, but they go out and play games, you know, I don't agree with that. And I kind of feel like that's what this person's doing. It's not coming from a bad place, but it's turning into a bad thing. Does that make sense? Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Aquarius, Leo again, Aries. Again, those are just energies. It could be anybody. All right, well, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Virgo? Do, 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 do. Karmic wheel. Well, all I'll say is this: try not to let it turn into a cycle. It doesn't take long to identify a cycle. It don't take long. It don't take long at all. In order to identify a cycle, all you got to do is step back and watch. Step back and watch. Let them do what they want. Of course, you want to make your feelings and your intentions known, but assuming that your feelings and your intentions are known, step back and let them do what they want. If you step back and let them do what they want, they're going to show you what they want. When they show you what they want, believe them. When somebody shows you their true colors, don't try to repaint them. Don't let it turn into a cycle. Once you identify a cycle, it's going to be up to you to put an end to it. And so, and this is an open-ended question. How many times does something have to repeat itself before you consider it a cycle? That's an open-ended question. I think everybody sees it differently. I mean, as long as your intentions are known, like, I would say 3 times. 3 times. You know, 3 times. And we're all humans. We all fuck up. So I'm not saying that you have to flip a switch and turn into the perfect fucking person overnight and conform to my imagination in a day. But I'm going to be looking to see, are you even trying to grow? Are you even trying to evolve into a new person? Or do you just not give two diddly shits? You just don't give two fucks. I mean, no, you could care less. I would say 3 times. That's just me though. I know people who have been spinning in circles for 3 to 6 years, 9, 10, 11 years. At what point do you tell yourself, well, I had a client about a week ago come to me, somebody she's been on and off with for 11 years. 11 years. And when you're in a situation like that, I can't just tell you what to do, but hopefully I can say that one thing that helps you understand that if it's been the same cycle for 11 years, nothing's ever going to fucking change, ever. You know, nothing's ever going to change. There's nothing more frustrating than watching somebody that you care about spin in a circle in a cycle. So you see their true colors, take that and do with it what you will. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm going to get out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.